Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nyma. For those of you guys that are new, if you are not, welcome back. So today we are going to be reviewing the new Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. Jaclyn Hill just launched her new brand. It says Jaclyn Cosmetics. I have the box here of all 20 lipsticks that she launched with. This is her first product of her brand, so I'm excited to try. If you guys don't know who Jaclyn Hill is, which you guys probably do. Jaclyn Hill is a big content creator here on YouTube, and she creates lots of content. She's been doing it for a while, and she's just been able to build her platform to a very big place. So today we're just gonna be trying all of the new shades. A lot of you guys have been asking me to swatch them, and especially the ones for the deeper skin tones. I got a lot of you guys that are around my skin tone or darker or just a little bit lighter, want to know what the shades are gonna look like on our skin. I have all 20 right here. I did buy this on the website the day that it launched. I have not looked at all of them. I've only opened 2 of them, but I haven't swatched any of them. I've just looked at them. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you have not done so already, make sure you are subscribed and notified and join the family. I figured it would be better for us to get this close for lip swatches. I did go ahead and buy all these lipsticks by myself. Like I said, I bought the 20 pack situation. I don't think they were sending out PR. I'm not sure. This Wednesday, I just got these, but I did pay expedited shipping, so I was kind of like, you know, whatever. I got it later than I expected. I paid for $12 for expedited shipping. 20 lipsticks were $295. The weird thing I saw was there was 3 different taxes there, and I've never really seen that before. Like, there was a Texas state tax for $19.19. $19.19. There's a Texas special tax for $3.07, and then there's a Texas city tax for $3.07. We're gonna go ahead and jump straight into these swatches. I'm gonna show you guys what they look like. This is what the packaging looks like. It has a shade right there, kind of just like a regular lipstick packaging. It is a little bit bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I have heard the concerns though about the lipsticks, and I'm going into it with an open mind. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Nude AF. This is what it looks like in the packaging. I don't mind the packaging. I think it's definitely very Jaclyn. She embodied herself in a lipstick tube, and I think this is what it looks like. And it has like a little diamond right there, the JH. This is the shade Nude AF. I do see like the little bubble thingy that everyone was talking about, as far as like there's like weird like texture things on there. We're gonna go in with Nude AF. I'm not gonna spend too much time on the pale shades because I know they're not gonna look the best on my skin tone whatsoever. Powdered donut, powdered donut. It looks like powdered donut, but I expected that. I think I'm gonna jump straight to the darker shades. They've got a good amount of pigmentation. Honestly, I'm crazy. Not crazy, but I would probably wear something like this. Nude AF. I'm gonna keep blocking out my lips as I go because that's how I normally wear my lipstick anyways. So the next shade we're going into is As If, which is this shade right here. That's what it looks like. Doesn't have any problems to me. It looks fine. Okay, I do feel that graininess that people were talking about. Yeah, I do feel it. It's a little sharp. I actually don't mind the shade As If. I think it's a pretty shade. I want to see what it looks like with a little liner on it. So I've got a little liner on, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade As If again. I knew I was gonna like that shade. I really love shades that look like this. It's like that mauviness to it. I really like that. And I think it looks really, really good with a liner, obviously. I do feel that texture situation that people are talking about, like that graininess with the lipstick. I do feel it. I felt it on As If more than I felt it on the first shade. Next one is Obsessed, which is a little bit more pinky. It's got a little bit more depth to it, a bit more color to it. This one looks like it's gonna break. No. Like I said, this one has a little bit more depth to it, a little bit more pinky. Still powdered donut vibe, but it's a little bit more depth. So really quickly, I'm going to use the ones that I feel like are a little bit more suited for my skin tone first, so you guys can see those right away, and then I'll go through all the other ones, but I really want to get into the ones that I feel like are going to look really good on deeper skin tones. The first one I'm going to try is Control Freak. This one looks a little bit more mauve-y as well and looks really pretty. This is a pretty shade. I don't see anything wrong with the bullet, so let's go ahead and apply it. It is scratching tad, that plastic. What is that? It's not applying the lipstick well. There's something on there, that little dot right there. I'm gonna see what it is. That plastic? I don't think it's plastic. I don't know what it is. Focus. There it is. I don't know what that is. I think it's plastic. I'm gonna try and smash it. No, it's not plastic. It broke apart too easily. I think someone was saying that it's something to do with the formula, like a little bit of the butters. This is a pretty shade. I think someone was saying it was something to do with like the formulation. That was like really what was messing up with like all the scratchiness and the bubbles. And I think that was like some sort of wax or like a butter that hardened. I think that's why it came out looking like that. I'm gonna add a little bit of liner to this because this is like a shade that I would definitely wear. This is definitely a shade I would wear. It looks so pretty. Feels really good on the lips too. I love. That is Control Freak again. Just so you guys know, that's Control Freak with a little bit of liner. This is Fussy, and this one has a little bit more depth to it too. I don't know if I would consider it like dark skin friendly. It's not terrible. With a liner, you can make this work. This one's a little scratchy, but not as scratchy as the other ones. Let's try Decaf. Decaf looks pretty. Decaf. Coffee with a lot of milk and sugar. That's what it reminds me of. I used to put so much milk and sugar in my coffee, and this is what it would look like. This one feels the best. It glides on so smoothly. It feels really good. It's starting to get a little scratchy. I'm not mad at Decaf. Let's see what you look like with a liner. I feel like it's second nature now to just go in with a liner. She looks okay. I'm not obsessed with it. My lips hurt. Let's try Hot Toddy, this shade right here. That is Hot Toddy. That's some more warm, kind of reminds me of hot chocolate. I do see a little bit of the bubbles on this one, just a little bit. I feel like the formulas are different. I feel like they're not the same for every lipstick. Because this one glides on smooth, like the Decaf. Like it's almost melting. This one feels like Decaf on the lips, and it feels really, really, really good and hydrating on the lips. That is Hot Toddy. Let's try Ambition, which is this one right here. It's a lot. This is like the darkest one. I think this is the darkest one that I have seen. This one reminds me of dark chocolate. Looks really, really pretty. See, this one tugs a little bit more than the other ones. This is a pretty shade, but it's definitely not as shiny as Hot Toddy. It's a little scratchy. And let me see if I can do some swatches so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So that is Ambition. Let me show you guys Hot Toddy. See how Hot Toddy just looks a little bit creamier? Oh, you guys won't be able to see the difference. Let me take Ambition off my bottom lip, and then I'll put Hot Toddy there. It's almost as if Ambition is slightly more matter. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. You see how this is Hot Toddy is just a little bit more glossier, gives you a little bit more of that sheen than Ambition. That's why I said I feel like there's something different about the formulas. Yeah, there's a difference. The Hot Toddy feels like it's melting away, whereas the Ambition just tugs a little bit more. And I've noticed that with some of the other ones, they do tug a little bit more. Those are the ones that I would consider the darker shades. Out of those darker shades, I liked Control Freak. I really liked Control Freak. That one was like my favorite. I liked Fussy and Control Freak with a little cute lip liner. I liked Ambition too. The only one that I wasn't crazy about is Hot Toddy. It was just a little too red for me and I didn't really like that shade, but that was just for my preference for my skin tone and my undertone. Those other three I really liked. So let's go ahead and finish the rest of these. We've got Perfectionist. I'm not gonna do lip liners on the rest of these just so we can wrap it up. I like Perfectionist. This is a shade that I would wear. With a lip liner, of course. That's Perfectionist. She's cute. I would wear this with a lip liner. Sophia. What is that? There's some fuzzy stuff on her. Why do they push down like that? Let me hold it so it won't push down. Ah! What the hell? They are a little scratchy, and I think I noticed it after going in back and forth. And I go back and forth because of my skin tone. With these lighter shades, I do need a few more coats just to cover up the skin tone on my lips because my skin tone will overpower these lighter shades. So that's why I keep going in back and forth. This one looks like a really pale pink. This was called Isla, and she's a little bit paler. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. Yeah, she's pale. Powdered donut. There goes Zoe. The next one is called Cheeky, which is this shade right here. Cheeky's more of that salmony pink shade. It's got a little bit more of that orange undertone into it. I've never really seen salmon looking good on me, especially with this shade of a salmony pink. I don't think I like this one for myself. That Girl, which is this shade right here. These are all pretty pale. This one has that hot toddy feel to it. Applying like butter. This one definitely has that. The other ones haven't had that. Oh yeah, applies totally different. See all that shine? Totally different than the other ones. Oh, that one's a stainer. Huh. I've had brighter ones on my lips than this. Oh yeah, that one definitely stains. That is really weird. I was not expecting that to stain. You just wouldn't expect that shade to stain. And look, this is what it did to my lips. That's kind of crazy. Interesting. Hustle, which is this shade right here. Very taupe, different. This one's a little grainy too. It's starting to get grainy. And this one's called Hustle. Next one is Amazeballs, which is this shade right here. This one's a little grainy too. Next one we've got is called Badass. And that's that. That's like a, it's like a maroon kind of red. Little fuzzies on there. Yeah, that's very maroon. This is a pretty shade. I don't mind this shade. This is a really pretty shade. I would wear this without a lip liner. I would consider this one of the ones that is also dark skin friendly. Badass. Next shade is Mom, which is this pretty pink shade. Let's see. Oh, that's a pretty shade. I don't mind this shade. I feel like this is a pretty shade. This is cute. My teeth look more yellow with the pinker shades. I would wear this with a dark purple lip liner. Yeah. I would wear this Mom shade like this with obviously the right makeup look. I like this shade. It's cute. Mom's a stainer too. She stained quite a bit. The next one is Gossip. Another, I wouldn't say taupe, maybe burnt orange, a light burnt orange. Has a little bit more of the little tiny holes in the fuzzies. She's orange. I don't like this shade. I don't know. I just don't like this shade. I think I could see this shade on maybe someone with an olive undertone. Few more. We're gonna go into Tipsy. This is Tipsy. She has a little bit more of the mauviness to her too. A little bit of the tiny holes. That's Tipsy. That one wasn't as grainy as the other ones. This one's not bad. This one is Independent. Ooh, that's a pretty shade. I actually really like that shade. Oh yeah. This shade's right up my alley. Right up my alley. Oh, why do you have to be the scratchy one? It's got like a little bit of brown to it, but not a lot. It's not too pale, it's not too dark. It's a really good center lip shade. One of my favorite colors for the center of the lip. Just add more like dimension to the lips. Yeah, this is one of those shades for me. I would consider this one as well dark skin friendly. This is independent, and that was the last one, so I'm gonna pick something to wear really fast. So I just put Control Freak back on because I think that one's my favorite. A little lip liner around it. I'm just gonna add a little bit of gloss on top because I just cannot wear a lipstick without gloss. Unless it's a liquid lipstick, of course, but no, I can't. This is what it looks like. It looks really good. I actually really like this shade. Overall, my thoughts on the lipsticks, I feel like since there's two different formulas, and I'm not sure if there's even two different formulas, but I do feel two different consistencies. The Hot Toddy has a better consistency and feels more nourishing than, let's say, the Ambition. Hot Toddy just applies differently. It's just so smooth. Just the application. This is like the lightest amount of pressure. That just applies so well. Ambition, it just has a little bit more tug to it, just a little bit more pull to it. It just requires a little bit more pressure. I do feel the graininess, and I felt it with most of the lipsticks, like what everyone was saying, like there's a little bit of graininess to it, and it might have been the heat or whatever people were saying, melting and then re-cooling down. I do live in Texas, so it is hot out here, so maybe that's the problem. The shades that I thought were the most like dark skin friendly were Fussy, Hot Toddy, Control Freak, which is what I'm wearing. It looks so pretty. It's very mauvey and muted. I liked Perfectionist and Ambition, obviously that was a good shade. Independent is a good shade as well. And then Decaf and Badass. So these right here are the ones that I would consider the most dark skin friendly. This one right here, the one without the sticker, is Badass. I don't know why it doesn't have a sticker. And it gives you a little bit of versatility. So out of those 20, I think 8 look really good. And then the other ones I just think would look more flattering on people with lighter skin tones. Be careful with That Girl and Mom. They do stain. It doesn't bother me with staining. I feel like by the time the next morning after I wash off all my makeup, if I wash off my makeup appropriately, the staining doesn't really stay that long. The little scratching didn't feel the nicest. That's something that I think needs a little bit more attention as far as figuring out what's going on. Why is it so scratchy? Because a good majority of them were. But besides that, I think that's all I have for today's video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications. Lots of love, and I will see you guys next time.